Hey, what's good, y'all? Post Pocky Challenge. Body going crazy and all that. I hope you guys check out this video. Video gonna be good. I'm dropping in about another 2.5 hours, 12 p.m., wherever you're at. So hopefully you guys check it out. Let me know what you think. What I want to tell you guys about today is that sometimes the pain that we experience is not necessarily from the people that are hurting us. You know, it's not that they're bad people or that they don't mean us no good. You know, what I feel like is it's from us personally over-exaggerating ourselves and our position in their lives. Like, really hear what I'm saying. Like, we know we're dealing with a person. We know the relationship is something that we want. We know that this is something that we are yearning for. But sometimes we give ourselves too much credit or give ourselves too much of a high pedestal in a position that we didn't even get. But because we feel like we deserve it, we've done that. You know, so most females feeling like dealing with a guy that they're in a situationship with, having relationship feelings. Of course, I know you guys gonna be like, well, what if they laying with you, cuddling with you, you know, treating you like that? Understood. But sometimes we go above and beyond because we feel like this is what we deserve or this is what we want, but it hasn't been said yet. Guys do the same thing. A female could be nice, flirtatious, you know, just a great spirit, and then we get the interpretation that, you know, they want us to kill, they want us to have sex with them, they want us to be more intimate with them, and they probably just want a male friend. Now, I know there are loopholes to both stories, there's loopholes to both sides, but sometimes the pain that we experience is not from the person being mean or the person being that of cold-hearted. It's from us giving ourselves too much credit or expectation in a situation that we did not get in the first place. Sometimes we just aren't as important in people's lives as we would like to be, but we try to make ourselves like that, and that's okay. You know, we might do it for different reasons. We might feel like making ourselves important in this person's life gives us more sense of purpose. You know, it gives us more sense of comfortability. You know, we feel like we matter more. That can come in from insecurities, come from validation situations, or, you know, it could just be from being with a loved one and you just want to know that you matter because you've been with other people that didn't feel like you mattered with. You know, but understand this. Not everybody that you deal with or you have dealt with has broken your heart. Sometimes you have to go back and just ask yourself, like, yo, you know, how did this heartbreak happen? How did this situation happen? Why do I feel like this? Why do I feel like that? Me personally, I've over-exaggerated myself in people's lives all the time. Like, all the time. I just feel like, hey, you know what? This is where I belong. This is where I'm at. I do this. I do that. I save lives in this person's, you know, situation. You know, I've helped them come from the bottom to the top. So there's no way they could leave. There's no way that they can, you know, not be my friend. There's no way that we can't be, you know, forever buddies. You know, then next thing I know, it's like, oh, so you had a situation. Copy. And it's not to blame you. It's not to blame yourself. It's more of a copy. Don't take more credit than you haven't gotten. You're not gonna be in a job, you know, for a long time. And let's say you got the managerial position. Let's say you're working as a manager and stuff like that. You can't really call yourself the manager, although you're doing all the manager stuff. Although they're treating you like such. Don't call yourself the manager. You wanna know why? Because you're not getting paid for it. In a situation with your relationship, you're not getting acknowledged for it. Like, you might do these things, but you don't have the title of such. You'll know you have the title of such because you'll start getting paid more, you'll start getting treated different, you'll have a higher status, and it'll be known across, you know, the whole company. Same thing in relationships. You'll know. So it's okay if you don't know right now. If there's things that you don't know, ask questions. Why is this? Why is that? You know, help me understand, what can I do to be better? What can I do to understand why I'm not in this position in your life? And like I said, every situation that you come into, make sure communication is big. You can't come off rowdy, you can't come off nasty because it's going to seem like you're argumentative rather than trying to solve a situation. Remember, when I'm coming to you, I don't have a problem with you. Me and you are putting our problems together to come to a solution so we can both understand and move progressively forward and be better for each other. That's one of the things you have to understand is, like, are you being better for yourself, for your significant other? What are you doing to make these things more easier, more justified, and just better? Ask yourself, like, why do you over-exaggerate roles? I think as a society, we just over-exaggerate just in general. Why not even just be roles? I think we just over-exaggerate. Oh my God, you broke my heart. Come on. Come on. Oh my God, this is the worst thing. Come on. It's not the worst thing ever. It might be bad, but it's not the worst thing ever. We do that naturally. And then we believe in such a social media that makes us believe that we have to be at a certain point in our lives that's so tough and so non-existent, not even realistic. And we fester on these things. We look at these relationships, we look at these marriages, these Instagram couples, these rapper couples and stuff like that. We're like, well, I want this, I want that. Okay, that's cool. If you want a good life for yourself, you want to be loved and stuff like that. But why do you actually want it? Do you want it because you see it? When I was a child, I didn't want things until I seen it. I was great where I was at. I see somebody soda, I want some. I see somebody chips, I want some. I only wanted it because now I saw something that I didn't have. But I was very comfortable for where I was at. You understand me? So the thing about it is like, if you can see all these great things in life and all these great things that you think that you want, but you gotta ask yourself, why do you want it? Like, why do you really feel like you want it? Why do you feel like you need it? And then once you find out your why, move on it. Don't take no for an answer. But don't get down on yourself when you realize that you might have gotten hurt. And you might have over-exaggerated your role. And you might have given yourself a bigger position in someone's life that they didn't ask you for. You might have pushed yourself in a position where they were like, oh, I have to be this to this person because I just know I'm such a great person. It's cool. Believe in yourself, but don't toot your own horn too much in a situation that you don't know where you stand. If a person has not given you that status, that praise, don't give yourself that. I don't care how you've been with your others, how you gonna be with your future ones. Oh yeah, anybody will love me because I'm a great wife, I'm a great husband, and I do this in your life, and I do. So what? One thing I'm gonna tell you is a person does not like somebody that's always throwing back in their face what they do for them. If you gotta mention it, what you do for me, don't do it for me. I'm pretty good on being by myself, struggling. You don't always want to hear, only reason you eating is because of me. Only reason you're successful is because of me. Only reason you do anything is because of, it's like, yeah. Understand, you're not going to always know your place. But if you don't communicate, if you don't ask these questions, you never will ever know your place. You never will ever get better. So the thing about it is, like I said, over-exaggerating your role can come from so many different things, so many different insecurities, so many different validation issues. Just knowing that you want to be wanted and loved. It can come from so many areas and so many forms of life. But ask yourself, what is it? Did you get your heart broken? Or did you break your own heart by giving yourself too much expectations as a person's life that didn't tell you that? Promise you, when you step back and think about it, it'll change your life. I'll give you guys a scenario. I was dating a girl back in college, and she was like, you broke my heart. And I was like, how can I have breaking your heart when I didn't ask for it? There was nothing in me that was telling myself to love you or for you to love me. Oh, because I knew the type of man you could be. I knew the type of man you're going to be. I knew the type of man that you had the potential to be. And I gave you my heart because I wanted you to love me and whatnot. This is at a very interesting stage that I was going through. Never took advantage. Never said anything that I didn't believe in. Never told this girl I loved her. Told her I liked her and stuff like that. We were cool. We were cordial. The relationship was decent. And she was like, oh, you always breaking my heart. And I said, wait, whoa. There's no way that I broke your heart. How can I break your heart when I don't have your heart? She said, well, I gave it to you a long time ago. You can't give me something I didn't ask for. You can't do these things and then be mad at me because I don't want the gift. I never asked to love you. Of course, we were going, we were going at a decent rate, but I didn't ask to love you. I didn't ask for you to be my wife or ask for you to be, you know, of this, of that. If I didn't give you that status, don't give yourself that credit. Communicate with me to help me understand why you feel this way. Now, I say, if people cuddling up, laid up, you know, holding hands, you know, spending nights and all that, then come on. I mean, fellas, I'm going to talk to you guys. Fellas, then come on. We understand why women are saying this, but this woman, I didn't have that rapport with. It wasn't even that type of relationship, and it was just like, I was almost insulted. Like, I didn't ask for your heart. I didn't tell you to love me. I didn't want to love you. I mean, that wasn't the case. I'm in college. Like, chill. And, you know, we talked a little bit longer, but we had gotten into those arguments consistently, and it was just like, how can you be mad at me that you gave me something to understand, to care for, to love, that I had no idea I had until we got into an argument, for you to tell me I broke your heart because I didn't give you the status that you thought you deserved? It's a whole lot going on there. You can extract from every area. Let's stop giving ourselves higher rankings in people's lives, because all we're doing is breaking our own heart. Not everybody in the world is bad. Not all of our wants are good. Alright? Stay tuned. It's 9:50 right now. I hope you guys are watching this video, because that one chip pocket challenge is about to go up. Alright? Hope you guys have a blessed one. If you like my videos, please like, comment, subscribe. If you like me as a content creator, you want to support me, click the link down below. Subscribe to my Patreon for only $7 as a starting fee. Alright? Hope you guys have a blessed one. Let me know what you think. This is just me rambling. Alright? It's your boy Royalty. Over and out.